Hey, what's up everyone? In this video, we'll go over all things Earl. Earl is a support tank first and foremost and performs best in team-based game modes, although he can be quite deadly solo as well, albeit with higher level of consequence if you miss your hook. More on that later though. Let's start with item optimization for Earl. Best choices are Vampire Teeth, Bandage, Nitro Shotgun, Nitro Bow, Nitro Spear, Jungle Shoes, Muscles, Happy Treats for solos, and finally Adrenaline Shot if you're lower level or a high tier of GM. My personal build preference is Jungle Shoes, Vampire Teeth, Muscles, and Nitro Shotgun, and if I'm not playing Muscles, I'll swap in the Nitro Bow in place of them. I think it really comes down to preference though as far as Nitro items go for Earl. All three items are quite viable, and whatever you prefer and feel more comfortable using, that's what I would recommend. Okay, this video will be all squad games as Earl is the most effective in the squad mode. Earl is kind of all around in terms of map positioning, so don't worry too much about your starting point. When you're not firing a weapon or performing some sort of action, you should be aiming your grapple sideways for bonus speed from Earl's passive. It's important to use your hook over, say, the shotgun for this passive bonus because your hook is the most likely thing you'll use to initiate a fight with an enemy. If your hook is on cooldown, you can use your spear to proc his passive instead. Earl can pull all characters, including Bruce, as well as objects such as barricades and barrels. The best counter to Earl is keeping your distance and doing your best to prevent him from pulling you. In team-based game modes, you'll want to generally try and pull a lower HP or lower level enemy to your teammates so you can down them as quickly as possible. When you hook someone, you can fire your weapons at them as they're being pulled to you, and I've found it's best to start that combo with your 2 shotgun shots first. Throw a spear after that and then unload as many arrows from your bow as you have time for. Earl pairs quite well with Duke, Fuzzy, Buck for insane crowd control, such as a hook into a Duke stun, or a hook into a Fuzzy slow, or a hook into a Buck charge. One major thing to be aware of with Earl is do not pull enemies that benefit from being pulled to you. For example, if your Earl is level 10 and you see a level 14 Bruce, it's probably not a good idea to pull him to you. It will be extremely tempting, like, gosh, the Bruce is just so big and ugly and I could... what was I saying? Right, don't pull enemies that will kill you if you pull them to you. The last tip I have for you guys is that Earl's hook hitbox is deceptively small. What that means is quite often it will appear as though your claw has hit an enemy and should pull them to you, right? Wrong. I'm not sure why the hitbox is so small, but this means the margin for error is very small as well. I found that aiming slightly to the left or right of your enemy yields higher success than directly at them. Hopefully this small hitbox nonsense gets addressed in the future. That's about all as far as the basics for Earl go. The rest of this video will just be game commentary and snarky quips here and there, of course. Throughout this video, you'll see me use the flag emote unintentionally because I don't have the Earl happy emote unlocked yet at the time of recording. And the flag emote is in the laugh emote slot for me. As far as best starting points for Earl go, in team-based game modes, obviously the center house, and in solo modes, Igloo, no doubt. Maybe the cave. If you're playing a little more passive, caves is definitely fine. So just waiting for somebody to hit the guard. Choosing has a big brain. He knows, he gives a thumbs up. He knows what's up. We've played so much together, we just have that unspoken synergy. And then he'll just take my muscle stack sometimes as well, you know. Just yanking them out of the igloo. All the people popping out. Hello, Mr. Ollie. Where do you think you're going? Accidentally give him the flag emote at the end too. Like, whoops. I'm pretty sure that Larry just got thrown outside of the house. We deleted that squad pretty fast. So that squad had 2 GM0 crabs as well, and they got deleted. Big skill diff there. GG. Easy win. Easy clap. All right, third and final game here. Gonna start in the igloo. Legendary guard's coming towards us, sort of. Not really. He's all right. He's close. So he's either aimed a little to the left, but it was slightly too far. It looked like I was gonna pull that guard there, but unfortunately, deceptively small hitbox. So no dice. Not really sure what I was doing here. I guess I just forgot that the legendary card was right above me, but here he is, comes down to us. I think my team found something down there to keep them occupied for a bit, so I don't have to worry about choosing taking this muscle stack and have the legendary all to myself. Love seeing that. I'd say shotgun is the best legendary for Earl. Choosing says there's a guard here. Thank you, Grandmaster 5 Choosing. Fun fact about Choosing, his favorite character used to be Finn. Not sure what it is now, but when I think of Choosing, all I think of is Finn. And the happy Finn emote. I just associate sharks with Choosing. He gave the mad emote as we pulled him to us. Like he knew. He knew. Gotta say, Earl is quite fast with his passive and jungle shoes. So there's another example of the grapple being a little deceptive. I think we hit that Larry, but it didn't actually connect from the game's opinion. We'll get him here though. Another one right there. Looks like we hit the pepper, but the game says no, you didn't. Last few guys in there pulling the ollie, and goodbye, you've been deleted. That's about it for this video, guys. Earl is pretty simple. Just hit your hooks and use his passive when you are not in a fight. I really hope you enjoyed. That's all for this video. Until next time, happy hunting.